We're a bit silhouetted, Pad. Oh, there we go. There's a great camera work here. Great camera work. I'm battling with the camera. Hello, everyone. I've got Paddy with me now to talk about this afternoon's game. Do you want to report on this game, Pad, or several others away from home, or which report do you want to wheel out?
Do you know, we're sat here, well, yeah, as people can quite clearly see, actually in Villa Park, and I think the last time we did one of these inside the stadium, no, tell a lie, we did Barnsley, and that was pretty depressing. But I actually, the one that stuck in my mind, maybe because the sun is just still shining over the far side, was Blackburn opening day of the season. Norwich 4, well, Blackburn 1, Norwich 4. Yeah, they'll be cutting a sway through this division. Teams can't handle them. They're far too good going forward. They're solid at the back. And I don't know what's happening in the intervening period, but they're neither decent going forward today anyway, to be fair to them, or certainly defensively. More of the same, really. Ultimately the defensive deficiencies have been masked when they have picked up results, because they've been able to score more goals than the opposition. But if they misfire as they did today, really, then it really does bring it to sharp focus how poor they are. 40 goals now away from home conceded. Just another tale of woe, really, against the side who were probably there for the taking again. I mean, if they'd won 5 and 6, not sure how they managed to put that run together, because I thought they were a distinctly average team with 1 or 2 very good players, i.e. Khadija, the guy proved the difference. But a team going for promotion, full of confidence, cohesive, everybody knows their jobs, well organised, comes here and gets 3 points. Norwich are none of those things, or any of those things. They don't get the points. They're 7 points adrift of the top 6 now, and as they say, by this stage of the season, the table doesn't lie. They're not good enough to be in the top 6 mix, and they won't be in the top 6 ultimately.
Can we get to the point where Norwich now do start throwing in a few players like James Maddison and what have you, or have we still got to cling on to this? What's your thoughts in terms of what Alan Irvine will want to do?
Well, I mean, ultimately, I think it's gone past that now. I think today was the day, particularly Sheffield Wednesday dropping points before Norwich kicked off, so the extra incentive there. And Fulham have took full advantage. They've gone to Rotherham and won. They've now dislodged Sheffield Wednesday. Not sure if they've still got a game in hand as well, but they look like a team going in the right direction. And this Norwich group of players aren't. We've known it for many a week. Alex Neil leaving doesn't mask the fact that too many of these players have reached the end of the line, and it's time for a major shake-up. So yeah, I think it probably is time. 7 games left now. Let's see a few of these younger players, and at least give them a bit of experience in the Championship, because they're going to be relied on next season, I think.
What a mess at fullback now as well. I mean, Ivo Pinto's probably a little... I don't know. I mean, they were 2 silly tackles, I suppose, and a little bit unlucky possibly, but with him and Mitchell Dykes both out now for the trip to Huddersfield on Wednesday, who's going to play at fullback? We should take our boots along, we might get a game.
Yeah, I put that to Alan Irvine after the game, actually. And
Well, that you might play?
No. Things aren't that bad, trust me. They're not far off, but they're not that bad. But and he said, yeah, more or less, a tough job has become that much harder, because he's not got Pinto, he's not got Dykes. I suppose you're looking at, Russell Martin, the reluctant right back, I'm afraid, because obviously they do have lads at centre back who could come in, unless he does go bold, to pick up your earlier point, and go Ben Godfrey. But he didn't exactly cover himself in glory, I thought, at Leeds when he got thrown in at right back. That's not really his position. So yeah, but and obviously Dorrans, I don't think he'll be featuring. By all accounts, he's done his ankle, so certainly before Wednesday it'd be very unlikely you think he would be in a position to recover. And that's kind of symptomatic of the season now. It's just limping to a conclusion, really, and it needs definitive change now in terms of, this is our new sporting director, this is our new head coach, this is the blueprint, we're going to go in this direction, we're looking to do this with the identity, and we're going to oversee what needs to be done with that squad, who look tired and jaded and past their sell-by, I'm afraid.
And so predictable today. That was the weird thing. I thought going forward they just looked so predictable, and then, they had a game plan. It didn't really work, because Villa knew they were going to invite them on and counter them when they could.
Yeah, and again, the second goal they've conceded, I mean, that's symptomatic of Norwich this season, whether Alan Irvine was in charge, whether it was Alex Neil. Total lack of responsibility, either Ryan Bennett or Michael McGovern, after you, total indecision, And just a lack of clarity, really, and belief. Just either one or the other, or both clear the ball. Just don't effectively wait for the inevitable to happen, which was Khadija to nip in and put it into an empty net. That goal there is, you will see that goal on a Sunday morning tomorrow now, up and down the land, and it's that level of defending. But reality is, it's not a one-off. That is the norm. That's why Norwich have conceded 40 this season on the road. No team with any prospect of wanting to do anything in terms of promotion can build on a foundation that is so fragile as Norwich are. And ultimately they haven't got the resource, I don't think, within this current group of players to remedy that. And it's not about who the manager is. They just haven't got enough Championship class defenders for me. So that really is, we know, okay, today, not seen it, but we know they will score goals in this division. They've got far too many creative players not to be able to score regularly, but they can't defend. And until they find some defenders who can, then get ready for more of the same, I think.
Damning indictment to not have Championship class defenders. Bear in mind where we were 12 months ago. Oh well, at least you've got an exciting rest of the weekend to look forward to.
Well, yeah, there's some sky blue seats around here in the Villa director's box, and there'll be plenty of sky blue at Wembley tomorrow. Down there with 43,000 for the Chequered Trade Trophy. It's come to something when that's the highlight of your football supporting life at the minute. But that's hoping that's the poor result of the weekend, and there's a good one to come tomorrow against Oxford. But the way Coventry have been playing this season, I wouldn't rule out a double header of woe. So, but anyway, it'd be a good day, in what is inevitably going to be a relegation season. So, think on. It could be worse for Norwich. You could be heading towards League One, but flippancy aside, it needs a massive change now, because if it isn't to come and they just tinker around the edges and think they've still got plenty in this squad to compete at the top end of the table, forget it. They're not good enough, and we saw that again today, but we knew that anyway.
We did indeed. Cheers, Pad. Thanks for that. We'll, of course, be at Huddersfield on Wednesday for the next thrilling instalment of this season. But thanks for your time and taking in the coverage today. And we move on again. So we're going to say goodbye. Cheerio.